All right, good. Now I'm unmuted. So last but not least, I wanted to give a talk, and Jeff, we were talking this morning about his wonderful background, which he doesn't have on, and I told him he had to have it on for this lightning talk, but we were talking about his wonderful duck collection that he had in there. Thank you. Jeff's wonderful duck collection. So I commented on it, talked about how I just gave a talk about Talk to Your Duck, and he asked me if I would reprise it. So this is my lightning talk, a talk about talking to your duck, excuse me. Gotta watch the language here. Let me get the slides. All right, so what the duck? So for those who don't know what talking to your duck is, basically the key point around it is that if you have a mental block, if you have an architectural design issue, if you have a bug that you haven't fixed, what you do is you get a rubber ducky and you basically talk to the duck and you walk it through the problem of what you're having. And basically by doing this, the concept is that by organizing your thoughts, getting a different point of view around it, you will have an aha moment when you're talking to your duck. And basically, I will tell you, this really works. It's a well-known technique. It came from the pragmatic programmer is where I heard about it. I'm pretty sure that is the source of certainly talking to the duck. And it works amazingly well. So if you're having a problem with a duck, that's what can do it. But I also wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit more information in depth about what not to do with your duck. So 6 do not do's with your duck. So first of all, no singing to your duck. So no rubber ducky songs, nothing. You're not allowed to do that. Number 2 is no shunning your duck. You have to put it in a prominent place, as Jeff has done. Has to be on a shelf right there. You know, people have to see your duck collection. This is very, very important. The third thing is you are not allowed to use other animals. There are heathens out there who will tell you that you can do cats or dogs or rubber plants. That is all bullshit. It doesn't work. It's scientifically proven not to work. Additionally, what makes it very bad is I have cats. That's one of my older cats there. His name's Spooky. He is, since the corona pandemic hit and I'm quarantined, he has been given the title of VP of, he's the VP of kibble depletion. My other younger cat is the VP of inappropriate vomiting. And I find that if I try and talk to them, they come and rub their head on my keyboard and I end up with more bugs because I end up with pluses and zeros throughout my code. So you cannot use live animals either. Very important thing, and Jeff has broken this rule. You're not allowed to have more than 12 ducks. If you get more than 12 ducks, you're officially a hoarder and you have to give your ducks away to new programmers so that they learn how to talk to ducks. Next rule is you're not allowed to feed them after midnight. And the final rule is if your ducks talk back, you need to really lower your alcohol consumption and seek help. So after you get done talking to your ducks, the next step that you want to do is something that comes from extreme programming or XP. XP kind of predated Agile. It's now considered a subset of Agile. But the main things that I want to point out with it is pair programming. We use this a lot at our company where people program with Hangouts Meet, one or more people looking at the person typing. It really fixes bugs. It gives that kind of like super duck kind of quality to the code so that people can go, oh, maybe you want to do this instead. Really great technique, kind of the super duck type of technology. And especially another thing with XP that most people know nowadays is MVP or minimal viable product. XP kind of really pushed that years ago, saying that about anecdotally, they would say like 95% of the code that you wrote was wasted. So try and focus on what's the important code that you need and only program that. So 2 things to take away from XP programming as well. Other than that, that's the end. If anybody really wants these slides, I'll put them up there. But other than that, enjoy talking to your waterfowl. So thank you.